In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Shai Gilgeous Alexander and what makes him such an elite basketball player. His ability to get to the rim, shoot, and do all the basics extremely well makes him one of the best players in the world right now. So let's get down and let's check out Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Okay, so the first thing that he does extremely well is his ability to get to the rim. And how he is able to do this is right here. He is able to change his speed and change his height extremely well. So right now he's standing essentially straight up. When he goes into attack mode, watch what he does. He gets a negative step that loads the Achilles so that he's able to explode much faster. Next, when he's attacking, he takes very few dribbles. That was his first dribble right there. That's his second dribble where he pushes it ahead. And then he's able to then gather the ball and he's able to get that layup off. This is why it's so important to be able to control the ball. So after he takes that first dribble, he gets a help defender coming in. He is then able to push that ball ahead. He's able to pull that ball and then push it forward so that now he goes from a dribble here to a dribble somewhere around there, right there. So first dribble was here, second dribble was there. That's the distance he got in one dribble. Watch also how low his shoulders are versus his defender. They are much lower than his defender's shoulders, which allows him to get leverage. By simply having leverage, he's able to then get his shoulder in front of the body of his defender, and then he's able to have essentially a free path to the basket. Now, while this was contested, he had position. His body was between the defender and the ball, which made it extremely hard for that defender to block his shot. Now, here he gets the screen from Chet. Now, Chet leaves the screen early. Shai attacks the rim because his man goes over top of Chet, the screen man. And because he goes over top, now Shai Gilgeous Alexander needs to attack. Now, when he attacks, there's one small little thing that he does that allows him to get position. Now, Chet leaves the screen early, right here. That quick hesitation where he pushes off this back foot, that freezes him for like a millisecond. That 1 millisecond that freezes him, that throws this defender off, and it loads his Achilles so that he can explode to the rim much faster. By being able to attack that rim much faster, and by dribbling the ball and pushing it ahead of him, this man is extremely in bad position to be able to steal it. This could have been an easy kick-out pass for a 3. Shai was then able to get his 2 feet on the ground at the same time to push off of 2 feet. You're always more stable and more powerful going off of 2 feet, especially when you have multiple defenders around you, as we see right here, and that allowed him to finish with his left hand at the rim. Shai is also very good at reading screens and reading his defender. So in this screen, he sets a screen for his teammate. Now, we could have seen a 3 by Chet. That could have been totally a good option to take. However, he read that both of his players that he was screening were going to try and block Chet. He can then slip the screen and attack the rim. When he attacks the rim, he has his hands up ready to catch the ball. He's looking at his teammate. This is all things that young players don't do. They tend to cut to the rim with their hands down, and they sometimes don't even look at the ball handler, so they are no longer open to receive that pass. However, Shai is able to have his head up, has his hands ready, and then Chet is able to pass him the ball. Now, when Shai gets that ball, Shai then doesn't even take a dribble. He goes straight off 2 feet, and watch what he does. A right-hand layup on the left side. Why is this important? Well, a lot of older school coaches will say that this is a terrible, terrible option because you're supposed to use your left hand on the left side. However, if he was to use his left hand on the left side, that would allow this defender to get between Shai and the rim and block or potentially pin the ball on that backboard. By having the right hand on the left side, that allows the rim to protect against the help defender there. That allows his body to be in the way of his main defender here, which then allows him to have the wide open lane to the basket and the easy layup. Shai also has a lot of patience. What we see right here when he attacks these guys right here, first off, again, getting his shoulders lower than his defender, that's very important. However, when he gets to that rim, he gets his pivot foot, he takes a big step forward. Yes, this is a Rondo style fake. He gets the ball up high, which then gets his defenders to get into the air, and then he's able to then freeze, and then he goes up. He doesn't spin back around like Rondo would. That would allow this guy to potentially contest contest or block his shot. He just waits for these guys to fly by. Having patience is extremely important in basketball, and that allowed him to hit that left-hand shot on that left side. Having the ability to get to the rim, obviously we know he has a great shot. We know he's able to pass the ball. However, his ability to get to the rim makes him elite. He is one of the best players in the world, potentially ever, to be able to get to that rim and score. Getting players to fly right past him is something that he does quite often. You can do this as well. Make sure to go check out the custom training programs that are down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.